Well, it's towards the end of May. It's a cloudy day, but I thought this would be a good time to provide some updates on the mangoes I have. Let's take a look. This is the lowest. This second bloom is actually sending out. This, I'm not sure if anything's gonna hold fruit, but we'll see. This branch I actually cut back for some reason. There was a lot of fungal damage. Cut it back and then sending out more blooms. Okay, this back here is Little Gem. Most of her blooms didn't really hold up, but there is one fruit right here. This next to it is Sunrise. Again, most of the blooms are damaged, probably gonna fall up off and dry, but there's a cluster of fruits right here. This is Super Julie, which held a bunch of fruits. You can see it all right here. These four branches, nothing but kind of fruits. They're all set. Next up is Sweet Tart. These don't look like it's gonna hold any fruit. I'm not sure. They kind of look like they're beginning to dry up. There's a cluster of fruits right here that probably hold up. I grafted a few things. Hopefully some of them would take. Hopefully we'll see what happens. Okay, next tree up. This right here is Peach Cobbler. Sent out quite a bit of blooms, but doesn't look like there's any fruit set, or at least very few considering how big the blooms was. This is an ice cream graft. Isn't doing really well, but this is sending out more blooms again. This right here, I initially called this Pimseng Moon. This is actually Prom Kai Maya. All the blooms fell off, but it looks like it's pushing some growth. This right here in the forefront is Valkyrie. It has some fruit sets on it. The one behind it, this one's honey kiss, and this particle has some fruits, and this is kind of some old and new blooms. This one is Kill Savoy. Has a few fruits. Probably gonna pick this off and let it try to get some vegetative growth on here. This is the rootstock of the Laverne Manila. Up next, this is Malika. Has a cluster of fruits here. One larger one right here. And the branch behind it is Ambrosia. This one has quite a few fruitlets set. This one is Juliet, which has quite a few fruits that's set, and even like a new bloom. This is all Juliet. This right here is Diamond. Oh, another Peach Cobbler. I don't know if this will hold, but we'll see. Okay. This is Pineapple Pleasure. Looks like all the blooms has dried up. Hopefully I get some vegetative growth. This is Maha Chinook. It did get hit by powdery mildew, but still seems to set a bunch of fruits. A few grafts that took. Okay, next up. This looks like a graft that's hopefully will take. This is Phoenix. Another Super Julie. Again, all my Super Julie had quite a bunch of fruit sets. Hopefully they all end up maturing. This is another Malika. So fruit sets, kind of like some fruitlets here. Here, let's see how it does. This is sweet tart. I actually prune off about like over 50% of the blooms and fruitlets. This one is actually Angie. Another ice cream that's kind of blooming. This is the Lover Manila setting up. They had a bunch of fruits. This is a unknown Thai variety. All I know about it is that you eat it green, but it's pretty prone to powdery mildew. Hopefully this sets some fruits and then I could try to get it identified. Okay. This right here is Little Gem. And this was a graft I did in April 13th. Seems to be my best take so far. This is Collar. And a few other grafts. Some of it looks like it's failed, some of them is still hope. And then another Super Julie right here. Okay, next up. This one is called Alampur Banashan or Iman Basan. It seems to go by two different names, but as you can see, there's quite a bit of little fruitlets on this everywhere. So hopefully there'll be some fruit sets, and maybe I'll let one or two fruits hold just to kind of taste. Next up, this is ST Maui. Again, very vigorous grower. Kind of took up the whole tree. Unfortunately, the blooms seem pretty susceptible to powdery mildew, so most of it was lost. There's kind of a bit of fruits set here. Also here, let's see if what happens. The thing is that it's beginning to send out what looks like even more blooms, and we're already kind of getting into June, so this has been kind of a cool season. So I'm seeing a lot of my trees still sending out blooms at this time. Okay, this is a graft that seems to have taken, hopefully. Okay, this is CC Love. Most of the blooms seems to have just kind of dried off and not gonna make it. Something, a little bit of fruitlet here. I'm not sure if it's gonna make it, but it's sending out more blooms. It's not really something looking forward to in terms of getting more blooms. Trying to get some vegetative growth, but this cool season has kind of prolonged a lot of our blooms for this year. Put in a few different graphs here, but let's look at the blooms. This one is Bombay. It finally did send out a bloom. Pretty late bloom, but did send out. I don't know what's gonna hold. This one's Dupree Saigon. I'm not really seeing any fruitlets on it, but this right here is called Golden Queen, Jin Huang, Cat Saigon. Has quite a few different names, but as you can see, there's quite a few fruitlets. I'll probably let a few hold onto it. Maybe I'll get to taste it this year. Okay, moving on. Most of my grafts on this tree doesn't seem to be taking. I've had trouble with grafting on this tree. Seems to be, every now and then seems to have a rootstock that's kind of incompatible with a lot of stuff, but maybe that's the case with this. I'm not really too sure, but let's see. I have on here another Super Julie, and this is a cotton candy. I might just prune everything, all the rootstocks down, and just let these two kind of take hold. Okay, kind of next up. Okay, you can see this one is another little gem. Unlike most of the Julie lineage, Little Gem seems a bit more susceptible to fungal issue than the other ones. This right here is Juliet. I've liked Juliet and Super Julie so far. They seem very disease resistant. And this is right here, Florigon. Florigon's, again, this is the second set of blooms that it's on. The first one is got pretty much decimated by fungal issues. So we'll see. I'm not even sure if the second one's gonna hold. I can already see some fungal problems already. This right here is Graham. Again, it's on its second bloom. Let's see, the blooms look pretty clean so far. If they do set fruits, I will let it hold. Some of the branches are only beginning to send out blooms. You can see right here. Again, we're towards the end of May, we're almost into June, and we're still getting blooms. Okay, that kind of covers this these 8 trees. Till next time.